Okay guys, welcome back to part 2 of the collection video, where basically, yes, as you can see, I'm wearing a Spider-Man outfit. This is the outfit that he wears when he goes to the wrestling stadium. So I'm gonna showcase all the movies and comics and games that I have, and for each thing, I'm gonna switch suits to make it even more, entertaining. So first we're gonna take a look. I'm wearing the human spider suit, and we are gonna take a look at all of the movies first. So the first one is I have the original Spider-Man film, the first Raimi movie. Spider-Man 1 is gold in my book because I don't really read the comics that much. I do have a few comics that I have read, but the movies is what did it for me. I watched this movie like every day after school. I grew up on this trilogy, and this is the movie that made me fall in love with the character. Spider-Man 1 is gold in my book. His origin is handled perfectly. Okay. Then we got the next one, Spider-Man 2, which was equally as good in my opinion. I obviously like Spider-Man 1 better, but Spider-Man 2 is as close to perfect as it comes. It propelled the story forward. It had incredible action sequences, a grounded story, great performances. Oh, and who can forget the memes? The good old meme, and that train scene. My mind blew when I saw that. And then of course I have the infamous Spider-Man 3. Now, like I said, I don't hate any Spider-Man thing. When the black suit was announced, I was beyond excited because again, the black suit is my favorite incarnation of Spider-Man, where he just gets the symbiote and becomes evil and everything, and and for what they did with this movie, I thought it worked for me. It was definitely not as good as the first two, but it was still a solid movie. So yeah, Spider-Man 3 was okay in my opinion. Then we got the Andrew Garfield movies, The Amazing Spider-Man, starring Andrew Garfield. Now, in my opinion, this was not a great Spider-Man, but in my opinion, it was still a decent Spider-Man. It had good performances, good effects, and it tried to do whatever is different from the Raimi movies, and for me, I think it succeeded in that aspect. It was not a perfect movie, but it was really entertaining. Then I got, which was a lot of people's least favorite movie, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, yes, this movie had a lot of issues, but I still really enjoyed this movie for what it was. It had great performances, his suit looks awesome, and the death of Gwen Stacy was handled really, really, really well. It was really emotional. I still cry when I see that. Then I also have the next Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man Homecoming, in Blu-ray. Now, this movie is a great interpretation of the character. This movie just hit it out of the park and one of the most rewatchable movies in the MCU. Then I have the first film, which is not a Spider-Man film, Tom Hardy's Venom. I love Venom. Venom is my second favorite character of all time. Now, the Venom movies are not great in my opinion. They're very weak, but I still enjoy the hell out of them. Venom is just pure entertainment. I can watch it and just have a great time. Then I have my favorite animated movie, Into the Spider-Verse. This movie is gold in my opinion. This movie just hit it right out of the park and proves that more spider people is a very, very, very good thing. And this movie just hit it out of the park, and it is my favorite animated movie of all time. And did we mention how freaking gorgeous the movie is? Then we have Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, in my opinion, this is my least favorite Spider-Man movie. I would honestly rather watch Spider-Man 3 or Amazing Spider-Man 2 over this movie any day. I don't hate this movie, it's just not fun. It's just too campy, I think. That's the word you want me to use. Then I also have Venom 2, Venom Let There Be Carnage. Now, in my opinion, Let There Be Carnage was easily the weakest out of the Venom movies because they pretty much wasted Carnage. But it was still a very, very entertaining movie. Okay, next are the last three movies. Spider-Man No Way Home. What do you get when you take 3 iterations of Spidey on the big screen? You get this freaking masterpiece. Then I also have Across the Spider-Verse, which is awesome, very solid movie. Not as good as the first, but it was still a solid movie. And yes, if you're wondering, yes, I do have Venom The Last Dance, but I have it on a USB drive, not a DVD. So that's it for the movies. Let's move on to the next thing. Switch suit time! Yeah, that's right, baby. I'm back. How do you guys like this suit? Nice, huh? Yeah, I know. It's a decent outfit. Not the best, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, now we're moving on to the next Spidey thing I'm showing, which are all the TV shows that I have. So beginning it with, I have the Spider-Man that became a meme. I have the classic Spider-Man show, Spider-Man 1967, Spider-Man's first show ever. This is the Spider-Man that became a meme. The super ridiculously catchy song does give this one a spot, but it's also worth noting just for the sheer quirkiness of it all. Its animation is hilariously clunky, and the bizarre situations Spider-Man was put into have created so many internet memes. I'm sure the comments of this video will be absolutely filled with. Then moving on, we have the Spider-Man 1987. This is the 80s cartoon, which was pretty fun in my opinion. I really enjoyed this show. It had great voice acting. It was charmy. It was campy. It was funny, and I really enjoyed it. Then we got the Spider-Man that shaped an entire generation, Spider-Man 1994. God, I love this show. If you've never seen the 90s Spider-Man show, you need to go watch it. Also, the 90s Batman cartoon was equally amazing. But of course, Spider-Man was better. Yeah. Then I also have the next Spider-Man show, Spider-Man Unlimited, which in my opinion, a lot of people despise this cartoon when it came out, but I really enjoyed this show actually. I enjoyed it for what it was, a very unique and different Spidey show, and his suit looks freaking awesome. And then I get to my favorite Spider-Man show, Spider-Man the New Animated Series. This show is mwah. I love this show. This is easily my favorite Spider-Man cartoon. It's easily the darkest and most mature, well-written Spider-Man show I've ever seen, and it'll always have a special place in my heart. God, I love you. Then I get to the next Spider-Man show. I get to the Spectacular Spider-Man. God, I love this show. My second favorite Spider-Man show. Guys, please, it is the king of all Spider-Man shows. The 26 episodes we got in this series were really something special. Okay, now we got the current Disney XD series Ultimate Spider-Man. Quite possibly the webhead's most controversial animated project to date, as a show geared more towards younger viewers, but it does focus on S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Marvel Universe as a whole. We open the show with some fun factors that we couldn't see in the other things. And then we get to the worst Spider-Man show ever, Marvel Spider-Man. This show can't stand out. I'm sorry, you aren't special. Then I get to the next Spider-Man show, which is on Disney Plus. I got Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I got this show very late. In fact, I have yet to finish this show. I think I should probably finish it soon. But yeah, I really enjoyed it so far. I'm really enjoying this show so far. It's a good show. Not as good as Spectacular is, but still good. Anyway, that's it for TV shows. Let's move on to the next thing. Welcome back to the video. You'll say goodbye to your friendly made superhero. This Spider-Man plays for keeps. I'm sorry, I'm just getting around. I'm just wearing the black suit, so I thought I would do an evil narration voice. You like it? I like it too. Anyway, now let's move on to the next thing. We're looking at all the Spider-Man games that I have from PS1 to PS5. So let's do it. First off, I have the original classic Spider-Man game, Spider-Man 1 for PlayStation. It says the best superhero game ever made right there. So I mean, if it says it on there, it's not lying, obviously. Spider-Man for PlayStation 1. Freaking awesome. Then we get to the sequel, Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro was freaking awesome. Then we get to this guy right here, Spider-Man the movie. Awesome, awesome, awesome game. Really effing hard when you get to the Oscorp levels though, you know, those stealthy missions, they were... Man, that was hard. But it was fun. Also, fun fact, Josh Keaton, who's easily one of my favorite Spider-Man voice actors, he was originally going to voice Spider-Man in this game, but ended up having the rights to have Tobey Maguire voice, and then ended up having Josh voice Harry Osborn for the, like, you know, Goblin segment that you can play in. Then we get to one of the best Spider-Man games of all time, one of my favorites, Spider-Man 2, the movie. Awesome. First open world Spider-Man game to near perfection. Web swinging was cool, combat was cool, and the boss fights were awesome, and swinging around the city was awesome. Oh, and then this game is special because I grew up with Ultimate Spider-Man. I love it. I even have it wrapped in a pillow bag. And yeah, this game was freaking awesome. Like, please just make a sequel to this. Make a sequel to this where you can play. Let's see. It'd be cool if you could play from the prelude to the death of Spider-Man up to a certain chapter in Miles Morales' life. But I would love to see another Spider-Man game that's similar to this one, this one with comic book art style. And of course, we want the ability to play as Venom in more games. Please. My mind blew when I did that. Then we get to this game, Spider-Man 3 on the PS3, which, in my opinion, not a great game, but I still enjoy it. Definitely near the bottom for me, but I still enjoy it. Black suit was awesome. Fun fact, I'm actually wearing my black suit. That's funny. Okay, then we got the PS2 version of Spider-Man 3. Then we get to this atrocity. The PS2 version was an atrocity anyway. Atrocity, one of the villains in Edge Time. And then I got this beauty right here, Spider-Man Friend or Foe. I didn't hate this game. It wasn't too bad. I actually enjoyed this game. Combat was fun. Level design was simplistic. And boss fights were pretty entertaining. Yeah. Then we get to my favorite Spider-Man game, Spider-Man Web of Shadows on both the PS2 and PS3. God, I love this game. You will experience some of the best boss fights ever with this game. Then we get to this guy right here, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, which I love easily. One of my favorites, playing as 4 Spideys and saving reality. Just awesome. Then I get to this one right here, Spider-Man Edge of Time, which is, yeah, it's a decent game. Not a great game, but still a fun game. Story is solid. Voice acting is good. Overall, yeah, okay game. Then I get to this one, Amazing Spider-Man. It's alright. Then I get to the worst Spider-Man game ever, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, this glitchy nightmare. Yeah, you can't stand out. You aren't special, buddy. Sorry, Amazing Spider-Man 2, but you are not special. Then I get to the best Spider-Man game ever, Marvel Spider-Man Remastered for PS5. Yeah, I know it says PS4, but it's the remastered version. It just says PS4 because I just have the cover for that. But I have the remastered version on PS5. Best Spider-Man game ever. Well, up until that point, it was. Then we get to Miles Morales, which is awesome. I love it. I love Miles Morales just as good as the original. This game proves you don't need Peter to make a great Spider-Man adventure. Then I get to the best Spider-Man game ever, which is the best superhero game. Marvel Spider-Man 2 for PS5 is a triumph. Insomniac just keeps getting better and better at making Spider-Man games. What can I say? Move on to the next thing. Alright guys, we are back now for the last part of the collection. I'll be showing all the comics that I have, and yes, I'm wearing my S1 Spidey mask from Spider Studio with blinking eyes, as you can see. So let's take a look at the comics. The first comic I have is, of course, Spider-Man's first appearance in the mainstream, Amazing Fantasy 15. I love it. It's a classic Spider-Man story, his first appearance. Just pure gold, man. Amazing. Then I have another one of my favorite Spider-Man stories, If This Be My Destiny, easily one of the most iconic Spider-Man comics of all time, and a timeless classic. Then we also have Spider-Man No More. Now this story includes The Goblin Unmasked, the first issue of Mary Jane, and Spider-Man No More, which are all awesome, one of my favorites. I love all three. Then we get to the death of Gwen Stacy, my favorite Spider-Man story. A very tragic one, of course, but easily, in my opinion, the most iconic Spider-Man story ever. Then I also have the Alien Costume Saga, Spider-Man, The Birth of Venom. Then I also have Kraven's Last Hunt. Oops. Sorry about that. Then I also have Kraven's Last Hunt. And then the last two have Maximum Carnage, classic. And then the last one, this one is really heavy because it has a lot of stories. I have Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1, which is my favorite. Thank you so much for watching this room tour collection video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, you want to see more videos like this in the future, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time. Stay spectacular, Spidey fans. Peace out.